I know.
Take a picture of them
Well,
now.
we're getting them. All these crows hunkering down trying to get some corn under the snow there.
I bet there's more than one there yet.
Boy, it'd be prime time if you had a shotgun right now. You'd probably get at least 30 of them. Something really fun about crow hunting.
What is it, Dad? What's fun about it?
Huh?
What's fun about crow hunting?
It's fun because they are really smart. So you have about 2 shots before they figure out what's going on. And you're no longer hunting crows.
Hey, Dad, let's go to the field.
Hello. We've finally been burning some firewood here the last couple weeks, and it's kind of nice. I was wondering if I was going to burn. I need about 4 cord of wood, maybe 3. Actually, 3 cords. I usually like to have 4.5 cord of wood on hand, and this wall of stacked firewood here has been, at least the stuff behind it, anyways, has been here for over. It'll be a season and a half, 2 seasons actually. This stuff here. So I've been trying to burn through it, and it hasn't been that cold. We've finally been getting some cold weather up here the last few weeks, so we're starting to burn some wood, which is good. That's why we have it. I want to just, seems like everything with northern beekeepers is all shop talk right now because we don't have anything to do with actual bee work, just the preparation of the season. So everything for like that I can probably show people in regards to a YouTube channel has all kind of been sitting at a desk or doing something under a roof as opposed to being outside. I had a couple people ask about the feeders that I use in the nucleus colonies to divide the deep 10, like a 10 frame deep super in half, and how what the feeders look like. This is, see if I can get the camera here. This is it. It's just a standard division board feeder that you can make yourself. A lot of commercial guys have done it in the past when they're making up nukes or mating nukes, and they have like a little quickly made feeder that you can fill with some syrup. So it's got a pine frame, and the thing that makes this nice, and I'll give Kirk Webster props on kind of making it suitable for like a double nuke, so you can have 2 4-frame nukes on either side of this divider in a standard 10-frame box. You have an entrance here and an entrance here, so each nuke can access the feeder, and then you have this divider which goes all the way down to the bottom and separates the two colonies that are cohabitating in the same super from actually intermingling with one another and killing off a queen. When you want to move this over to the far side of the super, then the bees can crawl under this and access this side. Or what you can do, I've done this, and I know Kirk has done this in the past, you notch out this divider just a little bit across the dado, like, I don't know, a 1/2 inch dado, just enough of a notch to allow bees to cross over, and you can take a little metal piece of flashing when you don't want them to, when you want to use this as a double feeder, just put the flashing down over that little dado cut that you'd make, and it, cut off the bees' access to go back and forth. So that's the feeder. Very simple, very kind of easy to make. It takes a little bit of time once you get your table saw set up to space to store stuff. But anyways, once you get your table saw set up to distracted here. Yeah, once you get your table saw set up to cut that, it's pretty straightforward and easy to do. So I've been busy getting all things kind of prepped. I'm going to start making some foundation next week, maybe the week after. I got to swap out. For all those that are buying a 28 frame Cowan extractor, you probably don't have to deal with this, but I have on mine, there's a key on the motor in there that it'll slide out, and the motor loses its ability to loses its torque, if you will, to spin the reel in the extractor. So I got to take this motor off all the way, figure out why that key isn't going in any further, and then there's a collar that I I got to put on to put up against that key to keep that key from slipping out. So to do that, you got to take the loading rack, lift that up to get the motor off. Anyways, about a half a day, maybe a morning's task, depending upon how complicated that key is to take off. Another thing that's exciting, and this is kind of nothing new because it's all over the place now with the talk of UBO, but I just received my test kits. I got 50 test kits. I can't remember. I remember pre-ordering and I thought it was like 40 or 60, but came back, I guess it was 50. So good. Anyways, I'm going to use this in the spring on all the breeders and some colonies that have overwintered that show some promise. But my point I want to make is this is exciting times that we are in. Being able to quantify just to be able to start to quantify some data, some actual targets of where the bees are, where a particular colony is in regards to showing some sort of genetic mechanism for resistance. So this is really fun times that we're in, and I can't wait, and I hope that there's enough kind of, I know there is, but I hope that there's enough kind of momentum in the field of all the academics, and in particular those like Kira and Phoebe who are really kind of putting out a wonderful product, in my opinion. And I hope that there's more advancements to come in the future where we can start to see this built, improved upon, and help beekeepers who are serious about breeding and breeding for a better future with bees, in regards to bees that can stand up on their own against varroa mites and whatever other, the Tropholaylaps, whatever else might be coming our way, but be able to at least have a fighting chance. And I think that this is definitely the way to go. And we need more research. We need more people committed to this cause, as opposed to just building up a bigger arsenal of treatments. And I'm not here to bash treatments. I'm just saying that we spent, I think, too much time devoting attention to a silver bullet approach, as opposed to a long-term, as my friend Corey Stevens would say, IPM approach. And IPM has always just kind of had their hat, everyone's nodded their hat to it, but there's very few people that have actually gotten serious about breeding. And rightfully, I understand all the implications behind that, but I'm just saying it's nice that we're finally at a place where someone like myself and others who are lifting up their sleeves and doing the hard work of trying to propagate and breed for mite-resistant bees have some way now to actually measure and do so, in my sense, where it's commercial, where I have the time to do this, because this is very systematic and very easy to do in a sense of how it's done. You just got to carve out some time in a few days or a day or so to do it all. Anyways, that's all I wanted to rant about today. There'll be some more stuff coming, but I want to try to make my videos somewhat useful and not just me ranting on about nothing. So till next time.